Hello, AVCon! Are we ready to see some cosplay this afternoon? Have we all been having an amazing day today, AVCon? Yes, and are we ready to see our AVCon cosplay comp right here on the main stage as presented by JP Light and Sound? Have you been enjoying yourself today, AVCon? Have you been to the Artist Alley, AVCon? Did you spend all your money, AVCon? Are you ready to see some cosplayers? Now we have 4 whole divisions of our cosplay comp today. It's going to be an amazing afternoon. I cannot believe the amount of talent that we have back there. We have some incredible cosplays. So here's how we're gonna run it for you tonight. We have, first up, we will be running our Skit division. Yeah, we can cheer that. Go on, go on. So we have 7 amazing cosplayers who have put together a performance on the stage tonight, and they will be judged by our incredible panel of judges. So our judges who will be deliberating on the skits, the beginners, and the intermediate cosplay, we have our reigning champion of the AVCon Masters Cosplay Comp. It's Balance Bringer Cosplay. Right down here in the front, looking very dapper and evil. The director of Adelaide's very own cosplay comp, Green the Destroyer. Go on, stand up, do a wave. Do we have any cosplay club here in the audience, yeah? Yeah, we've got at least one person, that's great. We have an icon in the Adelaide cosplay scene and a longtime competitive cosplayer, Zalaria Cosplay. All right, AVCon, are we ready? Are we ready? I can't see anyone backstage. I don't know if we're ready, but are we ready? And if we cheer it loud enough, all right. Now, some of you may know I also do the After Dark cosplay show. I'm also a performer in my evening hours. So I'll let you in on a little trick for performers, and that's if you give us all of your energy, if you yell and scream and laugh and cry and let us know what you're feeling, we'll give it all back to you. So when all these cosplayers come up to perform their lovely little skits, I want you to yell and cheer, and if it's really sad, please don't do that. Please just watch respectfully and then cheer at the end. But yes, shall we have a little practice of what we're gonna do when we see something amazing on this stage? All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. I think we can do a little bit of that. All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. We want everyone over in the video game area to be like, what's going on in there? We're gonna go. All right, one more time. We want you to stamp your feet. We want you to clap your hands. We want you to lose your voice. Ready, set, go. All right, AVCon, I think we're ready to see some cosplay. Do we have our first skit ready to go? All right, bringing a start to our cosplay competition, we have a very familiar face from last year's Skit Comp and many years before then. Please welcome David, who is dancing as Popeye the Sailor Man.
You don't have to be no fish to tell when you're floundering. What am I, some kind of barnacles on the ding of your life? I ain't no doctors, but I knows when I'm losing my patience. What am I, some kind of judge or lawyer? Maybe not, but I knows what law suits me. So what am I? I ain't no physicist, but I knows what matters. What am I? I'm Popeye, the sailor. And I am what I am, what I am, and I am what I am, and that's all that I am, 'cause I am what I am. You got it? I think so, yeah. And I've got a lot of muscle, and I only got one eye, and I never hurt nobody's, and I'll never tell a lie. Top to me bottoms, from the bottoms to me top. That's the way it is, till the day that I drop. What am I? What am I? I am what I am. What am I? I am what I am, what I am, what I am, what I am. Yeah. Wondered about myself, to be or not to be, who's asking? I can open up an ocean, I can take a lot of sail, I can lose a lot of waters, and I'll never have to bail. I coast up Madagascar, grab the whale by the tail. What am I? What am I? I am what I am! I'm Popeye, the sailor. I'm Popeye, the sailor. I'm Popeye.
All right, keep it going for the incredible David. Thank you so much, David. We love you. All right, are we ready to see our next competitor in the skit competition? Yes. In an entirely handmade costume with a fully self-choreographed routine, the boy wonder is here to delight and entertain. Please give it up for Mickey Donner as Dick Grayson from DC Comics.
Treetop all the day long, hopping and a bopping and a singing his song. All the little birds on Jaybird Street love to hear the robin go tweet, tweet, tweet. Rockin' Robin, tweet, tweet, rockin' Robin, tweet, tweet. Slow rockin' Robin, 'cause we really gonna rock tonight. Every little swallow, every chickadee, every little bird in the tall oak tree. The wise old owl, the big black crow, flap of their wings, sing and go, bird, go. Rockin' Robin, tweet, tweet, rockin' Robin, tweet, tweet. Slow rockin' Robin, 'cause we're really gonna rock tonight.
All right, keep it going for Mickey Donner as Robin, Dick Grayson. We love both. All right, our next competitor comes with a little bit of background lore. Are we ready? In the world of the amazing digital circus, Kane finally snaps and decides to finally show us who's really running the show. Our next cosplayer didn't just make their cosplay, they even created all of their backing graphics themselves. So please welcome Melody Panda Cosplay as Kane.
Welcome to the amazing digital circus! My name is Kane. I'm your ringmaster, and I'm here to show you the most jaw-dropping, heart-stopping, mind-bending paraphernalia you've ever laid your eyes upon! Isn't that right, Bubble?
That's right, Kane. I can't wait to see what you've got cooking up for today.
Well, let's not waste any time. Let's get right into the show!
Jingle and Zoogle and Keener too. Saga, the Jack Dynamic Cosmo.
No, Kane! We have a lot on our minds right now, and we're not going on an adventure.
I see. And since when were you in charge? Maybe I'm not getting through to you. It's news to me that it's news to you. To which degree, who answers to who? We could go on and on, but in the end, who are we kidding? My divinity is past infinity. Am I getting through? Seems our regime has plummeted south. Don't need to scream if you ain't got a mouth. Why bite the hand that feeds when it's the only hand you're getting? It's time you see that this great marquee is the only place you're ever gonna be. So strap on in and take it on the chin, and don't forget who's running the show. Now look at this. Absolute bliss. Oh, what a shock. Watch where you walk. I'm the host, I run the place. Kane, that is my name. Not enthused, just feeling used. Oh, what a goddamn shame. Congratulations, all of my friends. Public relations are getting a cleanse. Put on your Sunday best because I know we're close to quits.
Keep it going for the incredible Melody Panda cosplay. I was about to pick your stuff up for you. All right, our next competitor has come all the way from Truffula Forest, where the trees are fluffy, the air is fresh, and someone really should have read the fine print before chopping down the last tree. They're gonna need all of your help and support in the form of cheers and applause. So fluff up your Truffula tufts, keep an eye out for any suspicious oncelers, and get ready to let it grow. Please welcome to the stage, Skit Cosplays as the Lorax.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for coming. I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees. And I'd like to say a few words, if you please, regarding the story that you're about to see. It actually happened. Just take it from me. But there's more to this story than what's on the page. So please pay attention while I set the stage. We open in Sneedville, a city, they say, that was plastic and fake, and they liked it that way.
I speak for the trees. Let them grow. Let them grow. But nobody listens too much, don't you know? I speak for the trees, and I'll yell and I'll shout for the fine things on earth that are on their way out.
Illegal, I have my rights, and I intend to keep on biggering and turning more Truffula trees into Thneeds. And nothing is going to stop me!
The very last one. That may stop you.
You don't know me, but my name's Cy. I'm just the old hair delivery guy. But it seems like trees might be worth a try. So I say, let it grow.
My name is Dan.
And my name's Rose.
Our son Wesley kinda glows. And that's not good, so we suppose we should let it grow.
Let it grow, let it grow. You can't read what you don't sow. Let it seed inside the earth. Just one day to know its growth. Let's celebrate the world's rebirth. We say let it grow.
Nah, I say let it die. Let it die, let it die. Let it shrivel up and come on. Who's with me, huh?
Nobody.
You greedy dirtbag!
Keep it going for the incredible Skit Cosplays. Who knew the Lorax could get down like that? All right, our next skit is coming to you from a full team. We have Shu, Carl, and Dorothy, who have taken inspiration from My Little Pony Equestrian Girls. They are working hard to coordinate all of their costumes, ensuring they sparkle to the max in order to truly dazzle the audience with their performance. Soon, you'll be under their spell. Please welcome the Dazzlings. All right, so our next cosplayer will be bringing a bit of a chill to the stage with a performance as the Cryo Archon, the Tsaritsa from Genshin Impact. Please welcome to the stage, it's CK Cosplays. All right, keep it going for CK Cosplays. All right, and now I'm so happy to tell you that we will have the Dazzlings up on our stage right now. We've got them all sorted, we're all ready to go, so I want you to give them your biggest cheer as we welcome the Dazzlings.
Did you feel that? Do you know what that is? It's equestrian magic.
But this world doesn't have equestrian magic.
It does now, and we're going to use it to make everyone in this pathetic little world adore us.
Welcome to the show. We're here to let you know. Our time is now. Your time is running out. Feel the wave of sound as it crashes down. You can't turn away. We'll make you wanna stay. We will be adored. Tell us that you want us. We won't be ignored. It's time for our reward. Now you need us. Come and heed us. Nothing can stop us now.
Do the Rainbows want to turn this into a real battle of the bands? Then let's.
You want to win it? Let's have a battle, battle of the bands. Let's have a battle. We'll go all in it. Let's have a battle, 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 battle of.
Told you someone would give them a shove.
She didn't shove them. She pulled the lever. Ugh, go back to sleep, Sonata.
We've got the music makes you move it. Got the song that makes you lose it. We say jump, you say how high. Put your hands up to the sky. Got the music makes you move it. Got the song that makes you lose it. We say jump, you say how high. Put your hands up to the sky. Oh whoa, you didn't know that you fell. Oh whoa, now that you're under a spell. Oh whoa, you didn't know that you fell. Oh whoa, now that you're under our spell.
Absolutely slaying the stage. Please keep it going for the Dazzlings. Now I have some terrible news, AVCon. We are up to our final skit for today, but I have some amazing news. And that is the next cosplayer is a huge fan of Astarion. And I promise this was not planned. Our final skit for today will show us what happens when you combine an Astarion fangirl, 500-something hours of Baldur's Gate 3, an equally ridiculous amount of time building a cosplay, iconic dialogue, I think some of us know, and a certain radiant mace hidden in a certain monastery. Please welcome Curious Jazz as Astarion from Baldur's Gate 3.
Ornate mace hovers before you, suspended in a shaft of brilliant light. You recall all the measures meant to keep you from reaching this place. Everything is in motion. All within these walls are doomed to destruction unless you act.
Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead? This is the price of balance. Well counted. I recommend keeping my distance for a moment.
What in the sweet hells were you thinking, activating that lance? I was right there! Gods! Do you have any idea how much that hurt? Well, apparently there's a limit. Somewhere between a nice summer's day and the full concentrated power of the sun! Next time, just warn me before you do something stupid. At least then I can get out of the blast radius. Now, shall we go? Or do you have any other chaos you need to unleash here?
Please keep it going for Curious Jazz. You know, sometimes Withers just doesn't do what we want him to, and that's all right. But let's give another round of applause for Curious Jazz for playing it off like a champ. All right, and that is the end of our skit division today. Weren't they incredible? Let's give another huge cheer for every single person who did a skit today. All right, are we ready to move along to our beginner division of cosplay? We have the beginner division is a nice, easy, no stress entry level for people wanting to enter into cosplays. So we have some people, it's their first time on a cosplay comp stage today. Some people, it's even their first cosplay. So again, we want to keep that energy high, keep yelling, screaming, shouting all your support up here at the stage. All right, let's get started. Do we have our beginners ready to go? We may need a minute for our beginners, so let's practice how we're gonna cheer for them when they're up on stage, all right? 3, 2, 1. Yeah, it's getting late in the day, but we still got it in us, don't we, AVCon? All right, let's see how we're going. Do we have some cosplayers? Yes, I think so, all right. Let's get this show started. Let's welcome to the stage our very first beginner for today. We have Serial Designation G as Mitsuba from Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. She started working on this cosplay towards the end of last year, and this is the biggest project she's ever worked on because of the amount of detail, including hand stitching. Going right up the front, right down the catwalk. The most complex part of the cosplay was the floating scarves with attached claws, which are crafted from a wire base and thrifted bed sheets. She's very proud of how it turned out, and rightfully so. All right, thank you. Our next cosplayer for today is Snowflake Cos as Jester Lavore from Critical Role Campaign 2. All right, you guys are gonna need to come all the way up because it's a long way to walk to the backstage. All right, Snowflake Cos as Jester Lavore from Critical Role. Various materials were used in this cosplay, including cotton for the dress, fake leather for the vest, and soft velvet for the cape. This was the first sewing project in costume she's ever created. Incredible. And the biggest challenge was working out how to make the tail and attach it to the outfit. Go on, show us that tail again. Beautiful. All right, thank you, Snowflake Cos. Our next cosplayer is 224, Leaf Forge Creates. All right, let's get up here. 224 Leaf Forge Creates, wearing the Rathalos armor from Monster Hunter. He built the armor and the greatsword, which is called Redwing, using mainly EVA foam mats and electrical conduit from Bunnings. The inspiration came from revisiting his childhood favorite game, Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, earlier this year. Leaf Forge Creates is especially proud of making most of this cosplay without relying too much on templates, just reference images and a lot of trial and error. Great job. All right, our next cosplayer up on the stage, we have Nicholas Blythe Photography as Flandre Scarlet from Toho Project. Nicholas says that the staff prop went through about 4 different iterations before it was ready to be used on stage. Her first version of the wings were debuted at AVCon last year, but she's since improved them to lighten their weight. Don't they look incredible, AVCon? All right, thank you, Nicholas. Our next cosplayer in the beginner category is Kyron Cosplay. Do we have Kyron backstage? Kyron, are you ready to come up? Yep, Kyron Cosplay, who is cosplaying as their original character, Rylo. All right, all the way down the front, give us a pose. They sourced all the materials for this cosplay from their cupboard at home, and this is their first time hand stitching on the boots. They're very proud of their wig styling and the makeup skills. Well done, Kyron. Well, great job. All right. Next cosplayer on the stage, we have Rune Neo as Giovanna from Guilty Gear. Rune aimed to bring Giovanna's energy to life by using a mix of textured materials and hand-built details. A highlight of the build is the wolf form, created from lightweight cardboard and papier-mâché structure with silk chiffon for movement, mounted on a wooden staff for balance and fluidity on stage. Thank you, Rune. Our next cosplayer on the stage is Whirlyburb as Ruin Eclipse from Sun and Moon Show. This cosplay was Whirlyburb's first time using a full pattern. Go on, down the front, give us a pose. Yeah, onto the catwalk. This is your moment. Breathe it in. All right. The hat is a modified wizard hat, and the tails are made from a base of coat hangers with bead and cardboard embellishments. Thank you. Amazing job. All right, give it up for Whirlybird. Next up on the stage, we have Hivemind Cos as Dracula Mihawk from One Piece. This costume was Hivemind's first ever attempt at sewing since high school. He started with a basic jacket pattern, which they then altered to the coat shape they wanted, lined it with embroidered red fabric, which is also used for the patterns on the sleeves. The wig was styled with help from his fiancée, who offered a lot of guidance during this build. Shout out to all the cosplay spouses out there, we love you. All right, our next cosplayer. We have up on the stage, the weeb known as Phil, as Starlight Billy from Zenless Zone Zero. The majority of this costume is 3D printed, having scrubbed and modeled off reference images in Maya and learnt Fusion. As mainly a foam crafter and 3D crafter, he says that taking on sewing was a huge undertaking for him. We love someone who learns to sew, it's so important. Congratulations. Next up, we have Star System Cosplay as Alucard from the Netflix Castlevania show. Alucard is the first costume Star System has made by hand and a project that he's worked on over the course of a whole year. He went with a blend of Alucard's designs from season 1 and 4 of the Castlevania Netflix adaptation. Star System Cosplay was captivated by the flow and silhouette of the floor-length coat and cape mix, which was what inspired this project. All right, give it up for Star System Cosplay. Our next cosplayer is Alexander Heddlepuff. Coming to the stage, we have Alexander Heddlepuff as Hornet from Hollow Knight Silksong. Whoop, watch your head. It's dangerous up here. It'll get you. This cosplay uses a variety of techniques, including 3D printing, foam work, and some rudimentary sewing. The head, armor, and needle ring were modeled in Blender before being printed in PLA. The cloak was made out of felt and is their first sewing project. All right, thank you, Alexander. Our next cosplayer on the stage is My Paradigm, who is cosplaying Marcel from Delicious in Dungeon. All right, My Paradigm, please come up to the stage. For this cosplay, she had to practice the hairstyle many times until she finally nailed it. She used papier-mâché to create the wood texture on the staff. And fun fact, Marcel's favorite food are seafood and nuts. Thank you. And continuing with our Delicious in Dungeon, up next we have Space Dementia as Namari from Delicious in Dungeon. Speaking of favorite foods, Namari's favorite food is actually spare ribs, and her least favorite food is raisins. This cosplayer decided to cut and dye her hair in the style of Namari since they already have a similar curl pattern. She had to learn to make armor out of cardboard for this cosplay. Doesn't it look amazing? All right, thank you, Space Dementia. Up next, we have Chaos Lifts as Rezi, or the Bomb Devil from Chainsaw Man. This cosplay is made out of foam, glue, and dreams with the help of an Andrew. I don't know which Andrew, but it is the help of an Andrew. I've been told that somehow this cosplay was finished without procrastination, and I don't believe it. But if it's true, you deserve a huge round of applause. All right, thank you, Chaos Lifts. Our final cosplayer in the beginner category tonight is Delusion Art as Maki Zenin from Jujutsu Kaisen. Delusion chose to cosplay Maki because she is one of her favorite characters from Jujutsu Kaisen. She found the mouth on the pommel fun to make, but also confusing because of the differences between the anime and the manga depictions. Don't we all? Don't we love having 3 different reference images? All right, thank you so much, Delusion. And let's give a huge round of applause for everyone who's got up here in the beginner category. It's so hard to be up here on stage, and they all smashed it. So let's make them hear it all the way out the back. 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right, thank you to all of our beginners. Up next, we have our intermediate division cosplayers. So the intermediate is somewhere in between our beginners and our masters. It's for people who want to take that next step, but maybe aren't quite ready for the big competition in the masters. But we have some incredible cosplayers in the intermediate division today, and I'm so excited to welcome them up on stage. Are you ready, AVCon? All right, let's get our first intermediate cosplayer out here. We have Nugget Cosplay, who is cosplaying as Pyramid Head from Silent Hill. This cosplay was made using multiple different materials, such as plywood for the coffin, XPS foam for the cleaner, MDF wood for the head, and canvas fabric for the robe. He says that it's definitely tested his skills, as this is his first cosplay with any sewn elements. Let's give it up for Nugget Cosplay! Alright, our next intermediate cosplayer to the stage. We have Average Cosplayer, who is cosplaying as Goblin Slayer from, you guessed it, Goblin Slayer. This was Average Cosplayer's 3rd iteration of a handmade Goblin Slayer cosplay, which was made using a mix of foam and sewing. The character is very special to him, as it's his first cosplay he ever made back when he first started attending conventions. It's his 4th year attending cons, so he wanted to make something very special to his heart, and doesn't it look incredible? All right, thank you, Average Cosplayer. I'll get you up here down the ramp. Up next for the intermediate, we have Daydream Cosplay as Taylor Swift in the 1989 era from the Eras tour. Welcome to the stage, Taylor. It's all yours, you own it. This cosplay is crochet meets sewing. The halter neck was created using a bead crochet technique with tiny beads and a tiny crochet hook. Daydream is ready for her seams to be flipped backstage. All seams in the top are encased, so there are no raw edges, and the skirt is a double circle skirt with all French seams. And if you're a cosplayer out there, you know exactly how impressive that is. So let's give it up for Daydream Cosplay. All right, off this way, Daydream. You can go that way. The stage is yours, you own it. All right, up next we have Tomb Vader as Ciri from The Witcher 4. Tomb Vader coming to the stage as Ciri. She finally learned how to 3D print for this cosplay, as well as learning quilting techniques for the jacket. The part that was both her favorite and her nemesis was the chainmail, which was all 3D printed, but that she then had to learn to weave chainmail to actually fix the 3D print, which is so impressive. You'll also notice it's from a game that's not even out yet, which is incredible work. Thank you, Tomb Vader. All right, up next, we have Silent Night Cos, who is cosplaying as Link from The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Silent Night recreated the champion's leathers by modifying the champion's tunic from Breath of the Wild and adding hand-sewn crochet chainmail. She also designed and crafted the Zonai right arm and the palm-sized bomb flower, entirely using crochet, cardboard, and acrylic paint, making sure they're durable and comfortable for a full day of wear. And you have a little bit of a magnet trick going on, right? Do you want to show us your magnets? Yeah. All right. Thank you, Silent Night Cause. All right, next up in our intermediate, we have Ardizia as Iron Mouse from Iron Mouse's Music Box of Fate. The costume is entirely hand-sewn, and they faced a few problems with the fabric and the sewing machine's compatibility. But despite the challenges, they enjoyed learning new sewing techniques to bring the outfit together. Their previous cosplays were entirely constructed from foam, so they're keen to expand their knowledge with a new challenge. And how amazing. The stage presence too, we love to see it. Thank you, Ardizia. Up next, we have Molotov Consumer as Savika from Arcane Season 2. As she was making this cosplay, her cats became obsessed with sleeping in the claw hand. They were even regularly fighting over whose turn it was to sit in it. Her cats have a strange obsession with EVA foam, which the claw hand is entirely constructed out of. So we know that this cosplay has been blessed by multiple cats, so that's all good in my book. All right, thank you, Molotov Consumer. Next up to the stage, we have Lancy, the Jack of all trades, as Fikase from Vocaloid, as designed by Mimkuma 2015. All of the fabric materials used in this cosplay were harvested from things he brought from op shops, mostly so that he wouldn't have to go broke trying to afford fresh materials. We love the sustainable cosplay, yes. The material of the coat has been burnt to achieve a similar look to the reference images, and he was so committed to these burnt edges that he made an entire fire hazard risk assessment so that his dad would let him use the stove. Thank you for your commitment to cosplay. Give it up for Lancy, the Jack of all trades. Up next to the stage, we have Fairy Blossoms, who is cosplaying as Glinda Upland from Wicked.
It's good to see me, isn't it?
All right, give it up as she enters the stage. It's Fairy Blossoms as Glinda. This cosplay, as you can see, has so much pink absolutely everywhere. It's very on brand for a character like Glinda. For the iconic Glinda wand, she altered a kid's wand toy. All right, give it up for our favorite witch. It's Fairy Blossoms as Glinda Upland. Up next to the stage for our intermediate category, we have Green Applesauce as Agot Alclam from Witch Hat Atelier. Despite being a divisive character in the early story, Agot immediately interested them. They've enjoyed learning smaller skills like making tassels and getting back into the groove of sewing and crochet. Drawing out the patterns and triple checking their maths was difficult, but ultimately rewarding. Thank you for your work. Congratulations, Green Applesauce. Next up to the stage, we have Pixie Demon, who is cosplaying as Femme Pyramid Head from Silent Hill. Welcoming to the stage from your worst nightmares, or maybe your dreams, who could say, Pixie Demon as Pyramid Head. The sword is made from mostly recycled materials, EVA foam over an XPS sheet and timber handle. The severed nurse's head was particularly fun to make, as was making the boot covers and skirt look like human skin, because you know Pyramid Head doesn't mess around. All right. Give it up for Pixie Demon as Pyramid Head from Silent Hill. All right, next up to the stage in our intermediate category. Don't worry, we'll wait. Next up to the stage, we have cosplays by Nick as Astrid Hufferson from How to Train Your Dragon 2. Astrid Hufferson is a dream cosplay of Nick's who grew up on the How to Train Your Dragon movie and series. She made the axe out of scrap cardboard and bubble wrap, using hot glue to hold things together, and then covering it with fabric and paint. The skirt was the biggest challenge and ended up needing a dedicated structural underlayer beneath all the fluff and felt leather panels. All right, go up, give us a spin, show us all those details. It's cosplays by Nick as Astrid Hufferson. Thank you. Up next for our intermediate cosplayers, we have Vicky Vampire as Takako Yuro from Jujutsu Kaisen. This is Vicky's first time doing proper wig work, using felt, wire, hopes, and dreams to get it to stay upright. What a job she did. Yuro Tatako bends the sky to stay modest, and since Vicky lacks such power, she's used mirror fabric to replicate it. Thank you, Vicky. Next up, we have Fluffy Bunny Cosplay as Alex Straza from World of Warcraft. Fluffy Bunny has previously made Ysera, so now she needs to complete the collection and make all the other pretty dragon ladies. Fantasy armor will always have her heart. All of the templates were drafted from scratch by looking at reference images, roughly sketching the shape, and adjusting it to fit her. Alright, keep it going for Fluffy Bunny Cosplay. Next up to the stage, we have Boy Virgo as Shrimply Lovely Hatsune Miku from Vocaloid. This is definitely the warmest cosplay Boy Virgo has ever made. With a lined jacket, fluffy underskirt, and a large felt wig, Shrimp Miku is ready to brave the cold. They found it very fun to make a wig without wig wefts, instead choosing to hand dye and shade felt pieces with makeup pigments attached to a cardboard base. You're telling me a shrimp fried this Miku? Alright, next up to the stage, we have Helical Moth as Caprice Quavillion from A Miracle of Science. Helical Moth coming to the stage. A Miracle of Science is a little-known webcomic where mad science is a constant problem. Caprice Quavillion hails from the Mars Group Mind and holds the rank of captain within the Martian police. This project involved learning a lot about wigs, boots, and butt padding. We love to see it. Thank you, Helical Moth. Next up to the stage, we have Sweet Tea Birdie as Mermaid Princess Peach from Princess Peach Showtime. Mermaid Peach's design seemed like an obvious choice for Sweet Tea Birdie, combining both a pastel, girly aesthetic and merfolk, two of her favorite things. The design of the tail was directly inspired by the Broadway production of The Little Mermaid. The tail itself is also detachable as to easily navigate the convention floor. And we applaud you for your thinking of everyone else on the convention. Thank you. Thank you to Sweet Tea Birdie as Mermaid Princess Peach. Our last cosplayer for the intermediate is Jazz Soz as Freerun from Freerun Beyond Journey's End. Jazz made the pattern for this cosplay herself, constructing the costume mostly from cotton sateen with gold embellishments. This was also their first time making earrings and a staff. All right, show up all your beautiful work. Thank you so much, Jazz Soz. All right, now that's the end of our intermediates. We have one more beginner who was missed in the first round, so let's give an extra big round of applause. Let me find it in my notes. We'll get this beginner up. All right, don't mind me. We have Mystic Cosplays to the stage. Mystic Cosplays in our beginner division as Engine from Gachakuta. Mystic Cosplays says that despite coming from a trash anime, I'm sorry to anyone who may be fans of the anime, that was what she said and not me. The cosplay actually turned out pretty good, and I think we'd all agree. Alright, big round of applause for Mystic Cosplays. Alrighty, and let me get back to where I was. Because we are now moving into our Masters division. Are we excited to see our Masters level cosplays? Now we have, I believe, 8 incredible cosplays tonight. But before we get to our Masters division, here we are, I'm all good. I'm a professional, I swear. All right, our judges for our first 3 divisions are going to go deliberate. I believe they need to go judge our skit competition and our beginners competition. All right, so give a round of applause to our wonderful judges as they head backstage to deliberate. And Now the front of the stage may be looking quite lonely, but luckily we have a whole new, incredibly talented panel of judges who are our judges for our Masters category. Are we ready to meet our Masters judges, AVCon? Are our Masters judges ready to meet us? Are we ready? Yes, we are, I believe. All right, introducing our judges for the Masters. Our first judge has previously represented Australia in the ICL cosplay competition internationally, as well as numerous other international competitions. With 8 years of combined cosplay and competition judging experience, it's Vi. Give us a little wave, Vi. Our next judge is a bold and creative self-taught cosplayer, boasting 10 years experience with large-scale builds, huge wings, and clever puppetry. Give it up for Miss Twisted. Our final Master Division judge is a professional seamstress with 19 years of experience. As part of a duo with our fellow judge Vi, she placed 3rd in the world at the International ECG Cosplay Comp. Please welcome Vamprea. All right, and with our incredible Masters judges on board, are we ready to see the best of the best for our AVCon cosplay competition, the highest standard? Are we ready for our Masters competitors, AVCon? All right, let's get this show going. Let's welcome to the stage our very first Masters competitor for today. We have 8-Bit Cosplay, who is cosplaying as Flynn Fairwind from World of Warcraft. Flynn is one of her favorite characters from World of Warcraft, and her first thought when she decided she wanted to cosplay a filthy pirate. 8-Bit self-drafted and altered all the patterns for the pants, coat, and shirt, and made the stripy fabric for his pants from scratch. You know, I can't see your fabric in your pants. You're gonna have to show us. Yeah, there you go. The coat is fully lined with a very cute maritime pattern. You're gonna have to show us that as well. That she is particularly proud of, and she has made sure that every layer, whether it's seen or not, portrays that piratey vibe perfectly, including laced-up pant cuffs and super fun bishop sleeves on the shirt. And again, you can't see them, but we love that the detail is there. Thank you so much, 8-Bit Cosplay. Let's give a huge round of applause as Flynn Fairwind from World of Warcraft. All right, our second competitor for tonight's Master Division is Firebeard Props as Wolfguard Headtaker Space Marine from Warhammer 40k. And we're just under the height limit, let's go. This character is one of the most recent Space Wolf additions to Warhammer 40k, and he chose to make it because of the intricate Viking-style details combined with a classic Space Marine build. The entire cosplay is made from scratch using mostly EVA foam with a 3D printed helmet and details. The shield and axe were also both custom modeled and patterned. The most enjoyable part of this build for Firebeard was adding all of the battle damage and weathering. He usually does commission work, so he says it's rare that he actually manages to finish a project for himself. So let's give an extra big round of applause to Firebeard Props for his incredible cosplay. Alright, next up in our Masters Division, we have Outer Space Cosplay as Fern Calloway from Critical Role Bell's Hells. This cosplay is made out of blood, sweat, and a lot of tears, as well as cotton, chiffon, and foam clay. She overcame a few problems during the making of this cosplay, including having her sewing machine break down 3 times. Bestie, I would have given up. I would be on the ground. Her favorite technique that she used was fabric dyeing different colors of ombre. It was her favorite thing to do, and with the use of some of her favorite colors, looks like a sunset. Give us a big twirl, show us all those beautiful colors. Yes. Outer Space is very proud of bringing this cosplay to life with just one official reference to work with. Critical Role cosplayers, we all know what that's like. Just show us the back, please. All right, thank you to Outer Space Cosplay. Big round of applause. Our next master up on the stage is Scarlet Cosplay, who is Zanka Ninjaku from Gachiakuta. For this project, Scarlett used a myriad of materials and techniques, including resin casting, lighting, foam smithing, and wig making. Most of the fabrics and materials were sourced from recycled materials such as blackout curtains, table runners, bed sheets, and whatever was left over in her material stash. While she originally wanted to ventilate the hairline, they have pivoted and instead made a fake hard hairline, so we love to see the adaptability. Her favorite part of this cosplay is the lovely assistor staff. The staff has LED lights under a PVC core, featuring hand-colored clear thermoplastic under the scribed writing on the staff. The handle is also fully collapsible and can be deconstructed from storage. Thank you to Scarlet Cosplay. Incredible work. All right, next up to the master stage, we have Cardinal Cosplay Creations as the Nameless King from Dark Souls 3. This cosplay was inspired by Elden Ring Night Raid, featuring the Nameless King. The costume was made using a wide variety of techniques, from foam armor to metalwork for the jewelry. The designs on the tunic were created using a mix of stencils, embroidery, and vinyl. The mask is hand-sculpted from foam clay and aluminium foil. Let's give it up for Cardinal Cosplay Creations. Thank you, Cardinal. Our next cosplayer in the Masters Division is non-playable cosplay as Yura, Bloody Finger Hunter from Elden Ring. This build was inspired by Elden Ring's second biggest hat. The star of the costume was made of EVA foam, and all 48 pieces in it were textured as stone. It also collapses for travel. The clothes were patterned using kimono-making techniques inspired by Yura's samurai origins. These include hand-sewn seams and Hakama-inspired tie pants. The chainmail shawl is actually knitted from cotton yarn, sealed with a fabric glue bath, and painted to achieve a cheap, lightweight alternative to actual metal. All right, thank you. Non-playable cosplay, Azura. Up next in our Masters Division, we have Cozy Rosie, who is cosplaying as Savika from Arcane Season 2. Savika is one of Rosie's favorite Arcane characters due to her complex, morally grey character. The costume was made from thrifted and stashed materials wherever possible, including all the black leather that was harvested from an old lounge suite. In a new technique for Rosie, she made the shoes for this cosplay from scratch. Incredibly impressive. Using Warbler for the fine details. All right, thank you, Cozy Rosie. Show us off one more time. And now we are up to our very last cosplayer for today. Please welcome to the stage, creator of messes as Dark Magician Girl from Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Magician Girl is a deceptively difficult cosplay. On paper, she may look like a simple design, but when put on a human body, it becomes far more challenging. From the ridiculous corseted bodysuit and gravity-defying skirt to the tip of her huge hat, this build has involved a lot of math and engineering. The cosplay requires lots of both machine and hand sewing, corsetry, foam work, wig making, and the bane of creator of Mess's existence, fabric covering foam. But it's all worth it to look like a magical girl. Thank you so much, creator of Messes. And let's give one final big round of applause for every single cosplayer who we've seen up here today. All right, have you enjoyed our cosplay today, AVCon? Are you excited to see who's gonna come out on top in our competition? All right, are we ready, our judges from our first categories, to start awarding some prizes? I can't see any judges, so I may be on my own for the moment. That's all good. All right, do you want to know, AVCon, what our cosplayers are going to be winning tonight? All right, and again, you'll have to wait exactly 5 seconds, and then we'll be on it. All right, so we have, in all of our divisions tonight, we have a winner and a runner-up. And so our prizes, our Skit runner-up will win $100 cash, a $30 Illustrious voucher, and a $25 Cullen Magazine voucher. Our Skit champion will win $200 cash, a $50 Illustrious voucher, and a $50 Shin Tokyo voucher. Our beginner runner-up will be taking home $200 cash, a $30 Illustrious voucher, and a $25 Cullen Magazine voucher. Our beginner champion will win $500 cash, a $75 Illustrious voucher, and a $50 Shin Tokyo voucher. Our intermediate runner-up will win $200 cash, a $50 Illustrious voucher, and a $25 Cullen Magazine voucher. Our intermediate champion will be taking home $500 cash, a $100 Illustrious voucher, and a $50 Shin Tokyo voucher. Our Masters running up, we're getting into the big leagues here, is going to get $500 cash, $75 Illustrious voucher, and a $100 Shin Tokyo voucher. And our grand prize for tonight, the top of the top, the Masters champion will be taking home $1,000 cash. Wouldn't we love that for our next cosplays, right? A $150 Illustrious voucher and a $100 Shin Tokyo voucher. And all of our prizes tonight, we'd like to thank our main sponsors, who are our illustrious models, Shin Tokyo and Cullen Magazine. Let's give it up for our sponsors. Alrighty, judges from our first division, are we ready to give out some awards? Are we ready? No? Alright, we need a minute. It's alright, we're doing crowd work. Alright, AVCon. Have we had an incredible time today? You're all actually so far away from me. I feel like I need someone to just come up and have a chat. What have you been enjoying at AVCon today? Everything. We're enjoying everything. All right. Who has spent a lot of money in Artist Alley today? Yeah. Who's gonna be getting a call from their bank saying like, "Hey Bestie, have you been hacked? It's $500 on art prints. Is that right?" All right. Who's been enjoying some video gaming today? Yeah. Not as many as I would think. Okay. I think all of you need to get into video gaming tomorrow. All right. Who's been inspired by seeing all the cosplays on the stage today? Who out there? Yeah. Is anyone out there thinking of maybe entering the competition next year? Yes, lots of hands. All right, is anyone thinking about maybe making their very first cosplay next year? Has anyone been inspired to start? Yes, I would love to see it. Is anyone thinking about entering their very first competition next year? Yes, I would love to see all of you back up on stage here next year. I'm so excited. I'm really excited to find out who wins tonight. I couldn't pick it. I think it's going to be an incredibly hard role for the judges to do. Do we have any favorites tonight? I'm not going to get you to shout them out. I'm just going to get you to yell if you have cosplayers that you loved up on the stage tonight. I'm going to need you to yell a little bit harder than that, all right? It's quite loud backstage, so let's make sure that they all hear that we love and adore them. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, and thank you all of you in the audience for turning up, for filling out the room, and for yelling so loudly for our cosplayers. We've had an amazing time here, and it's really you guys giving us the energy that we need to do our stuff on stage. So big round of applause for all of you as well. I'm seeing a room full of people who don't believe in themselves, so I think you're gonna have to cheer for yourself a bit louder, all right? Yeah. All right, I believe we are good to go with our judges. Are we ready, AVCon, to find out who has won all our beginners, our intermediate, our Skit division, and our Masters division? All right, let's get our judges back up on stage for the first 3 divisions. All right, we're welcoming back to the stage Balance Bringer Cosplay when he's ready. It's very serious business. There's a lot of discussion going on. All right, welcoming to the stage, we have Zali Cosplay. We have Green the Destroyer. And we have Balance Bringer Cosplay. All right, and let's give a big cheer. Let's let them know how excited we are to find out who has won this afternoon's competition. And we are starting in the order that we've went. We are going to find out first who has won the skit competition. And announcing the skit competition winners, we have our beautiful judge, Zalaria Cosplay. Now, Zalaria, would you like to tell us a little bit about what you thought about the skit competition, what you were impressed by the winner, and who has won our runner-up division?
Hi, so the skit competition was really fun to watch. I really enjoyed myself, and everyone did an amazing job. But we have chosen the winner to be Melody Panda, who is from Amazing Digital Circus. I think I was meant to do runner-up first, but...
All right, let's give a big round of applause for our winner. You have our trophy. All right, and you could, congratulations, yeah, stay up here. You're the star of the show. Can we get our runner-up for the skit division?
Our runner-up in this category is the Dazzlings.
The Dazzlings. Please give it up for our runner-up winners. It's the Dazzlings. Congratulations. And we only have one medallion, so I think you're gonna have to try and get all of your heads into the tiny little... All right, one more big cheer for our runner-up, the Dazzlings. All right, thank you, and I'll get you to go stand over there at the side. Are we ready to find out our beginner winners? All right, we're gonna start with the runner-up. We're gonna build up, all right? So the runner-up for our beginner division, it's all right, Zali, I forgive you. The runner-up for our beginner division is will be announced by Green the Destroyer.
This was a really hard decision for us, and we are so proud of everyone that entered this competition. Our runner-up for beginners is Snowflake Cos.
Snowflake Cos, you are our runner-up for the beginner division. All right, give it up for Snowflake Cos. All the way over here. All right, a big cheer for our beginner runner-up, Snowflake. And can we find out who has won our beginner overall winner?
Our overall winner for the beginner cosplay competition is the weeb known as Phil.
Our winner is the weeb known as Phil. All right, big round of applause for our friend Phil. It's just such an incredible build from a beginner. I cannot believe it. All right, are we ready to find out now who our intermediate runner-up and champion are? All right, and introducing... Do we need a moment? Are we good? All right, we need a moment. Can we get just a nice little pose from all of you? And we'll pose for the video over here, we'll pose for the photographers down the front. How amazing are all of our winners so far? All right, and our runner-up for our intermediate division will be announced by Balance Bringer Cosplay.
We had an incredible lineup of cosplayers in Intermediate this year, and deliberations were quite intense. We just wanted to say thank you to everyone that put their heart and soul into their cosplays. A massive round of applause for everyone in the Intermediate division. These were some of the best cosplays we've seen in a long time. Now, our runner-up for AVCon 2026 Intermediate division was Tomb Vader.
All right, Tomb Vader, you are our runner-up for the intermediate division. We can get you up on stage and we'll give you your medallion. All right, give it up for Tomb Vader. Congratulations, Tomb Vader. This is an incredible cosplay. All right, and let's announce our winner for the intermediate category, Balance Bringer Cosplay.
All right. Our winner for Intermediates in 2026 is, drumroll please, Molotov Consumer.
Congratulations, Molotov Consumer, as our winner of the intermediate category. Here we go. And over this side, you got a trophy. You got a trophy. All right, one more big round of applause for Molotov Consumer. All right. Thank you so much. Can we get you all into the middle of the stage? We'll get a big group photo of all of our intermediate, beginner, and skit champions. And while we take those photos, the judges would like to shout out a few people who maybe didn't get a title today, but who did incredible work and they would like to acknowledge. So here we go.
Okay, so we have some honorable mentions for each of the categories. And for skit, all right, I'm gonna do honorable mentions now. So the honorable mention for skit is Mickey Donner.
Our honorable mention for the beginner category is 224 LaForge Creation.
And our honorable mentions for intermediate were Pixie Demon and her female pyramid head. Sorry, I'm stuttering up here. And Boy Virgo. Incredible costumes, all of you. Very incredible cosplays. Thank you. All right, I think that's all from us.
All right, congratulations to all of our winners for these divisions, to all of our judges' special mentions, and to absolutely everyone who entered today. All right, all of our lovely divisions, we are going to enter off the ramp, and we are going to bring on our judges for our Masters division, and we are going to find out who is taking home the top prize for our AVCon Cosplay Comp in 2026. All right, thank you, everyone. Are we ready to bring back our incredibly talented panel of Masters judges to reveal who has won the 2026 AVCon Masters Cosplay Comp? All right. Can we welcome back to the stage, please? Let's get Vi up on stage, our incredible judge. We have Miss Twisted, we have Vi, and we have Vampria. Let's give another round of applause for our judges. All right. And shall we start with our runner-up today? Okay, we have some honorable mentions in the Masters category. Which one of you would like to? Here we go. Vi, let us know.
So we wanted to give an honorable mention to someone who put a lot of detail into their cosplay, and I think you all saw that magic when they came on stage. Our honorable mention goes to creator of messes as Dark Magician Girl.
All right, our honorable mention from the judges to creator of messes. Let's give another round of applause, because what an incredible shiny cosplay. I'm obsessed. All right, thank you, creator of messes. All right, let's find out who has won our runner-up.
Awesome. So our runner-up goes to someone who's just put impeccable details and some really creative choices that I think you will see if you get to see this one up close. The runner-up goes to non-playable cosplay as Euro Bloody Finger Hunter from Elden Ring. If you guys get the chance to see, one of our highlights here was a knitting that has been painted silver to look like chainmail. I guarantee you guys won't be able to guess that it's knitting without me telling you. It looks fantastic.
Non-playable cosplay is our runner-up for the Masters Division tonight. And the hat really gets in the way of having a medallion. All right, AVCon, are we ready to hear who has won our Masters Division for this year? All right, and Vampire, please let us know.
I just want to say that every entrant did a fantastic job. Like, the work is impeccable, and it was a really tough decision for all of us. But this particular cosplay, there was so much detail and technique into it. It was just flawless. So the AVCon Masters champion goes to Otter Space Cosplay, Fern from Critical Role.
Our Masters champion for 2026 is Otter Space Cosplay as Fern Calloway from Critical Role. All right, come right up the catwalk and show off your incredible cosplay for us. All right, can I get all of our winners right down the front? Show off your beautiful cosplays, show off your awards. We'll get some photos. All right, you can take all your photos if you want to get some inspiration for next year, or if you just want to save what an incredible cosplay this has been. We'll get our judges in to pose for a photo as well. And that is it for day one of AVCon 2026.